Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns. Have you ever had one of those weeks where you think, oh, really? We're going to do this again? Yeah, it's been a little bit of a crazy week. What can I say? Not a whole lot of knitting was done. I have been working on my drawing, and I will put a picture here of it. And trust me, I don't think it looks anything like me. But everybody in the class is like, it looks like you. I'm like, I don't know who you're looking at, but that doesn't look like me. But okay, it's a learning process, learning to do shading and all that kind of fun stuff. And I do enjoy learning the process and learning how to do the hair and whatnot. I giggle because the art instructor George gave me some beautiful eyes. Do I think they look anything like mine? No. But he seems to think they do. So, okay, George, I want to give you that. As George puts it, you know, we're all made in the image of God, so we're all pretty much an illusion anyway. So, I'm just going to go with that. You know, I had started the pillow, the rose pillow, and this is the base top. Now this is using the Caron Simply Soft in the rose color, and all I've gotten is top. I did start the back, the the back of the back. I think that's what they call it, and then they have you put it together and stuff it and do a couple of other things that, as I was reading it, didn't make a whole lot of sense. But this is a 4-weight yarn. I somehow thought this would be a bigger pillow, but it's still gonna be okay. The yarn in the project did call for a chunky yarn with a 4mm hook, and I don't know how you would get it to even crochet well with a 4mm hook and a chunky yarn. So I am using just a worsted weight with a 4mm hook. And that's where we're at now. Just got the base top done. Last week, I told you I was going to put in pictures of the flooring. The one that I chose, the first one. And here it is. And then this is one that we did settle on because it's the right thickness and it's close enough, and here that is. Alright, now I'm going to insert video that I took last week going through the house. My friend Donna came over with me and we went through the house. So Donna, if you see yourself on this, I'm sorry, but I am going to put it up the way it is. You will hear her talking with the contractor. And we went through looking at some things that I think need to be fixed before they finish them, put molding around the windows. Just because I don't think the molding will sit right the way that the drywall is hung in that area. But that is something that I'm discussing with the contractor. Now, the room that you see with the fireplace where they've started putting the stone in it is the craft sunroom, and they did paint it the color that I wanted with a darker trim. Now the darker trim is what the contractor chose because I really didn't think about doing a darker trim, and then when he mentioned it I said, yes, can you just add a little extra gray or blue, you know, into the paint. So he said I will choose a trim that will go with it, and I really like the way it came. Now this week they are doing the rest of the siding on the front of the house, and they are also doing the kitchen, dining room, living room area. They are putting up all the recessed lighting, painting, and that kind of thing. You know, baseboards, all that fun stuff. We've ordered the flooring. It hasn't come in yet, but once the flooring comes in and they finish each room as they go through it, then we'll do it. They're doing one room at a time. Garage is being worked on, being finished. Then they'll put in pocket doors and all the other fun stuff. Now he tells me I should be in by May, probably the end of April. We'll see, right? See, I don't know what the hell made you think I could step that high.
You're in there drywall garage.
Oh, I like it.
You like the colors?
Yep, I do.
Good. We're not changing. We're done.
What?
Yeah, that's finished. You got stone. I see the stone.
Look, you even have a fireplace in my fire. I know, I just keep walking in your way. I'm sorry. The only thing I'm glad is I don't have to mop.
See the stone down there?
Yep.
Finished that part. Gotta get the legs straightened out. My legs crossed. Hard to get them out. Spector's here, Dr. Manley, so he's trying to get that done. So we just get one done so we get one part done. Now they're getting ready to sand over here.
My sister wants to see it. This is the craft room and the sunroom. This comes into the dining room, the kitchen, living room, the other bit fireplace, living room. Walk into the other bedroom. This is one of the spare bedrooms. And the closet. And I didn't want the Jack and Jill, we're gonna get dark here. Didn't want the Jack and Jill bathroom. So I asked them to just put an opening here. Cabinet stuff go here. And that'll be the bathtub and the bathroom.
Put the screw in, you have to have a longer screw to get it tight.
And here's the second bedroom. The outside. At the door. Go into the master.
You won't even know that.
Here's the heating unit. Master bedroom. With the window. Come into the master bathroom. There'll be a cabinet there. Shower, didn't want a tub. Vanity will go there. And of course the most important part, the toilet. And then my walk-in closet, which is huge. And there'll be a pocket door here to walk into the laundry, which will be here. Pocket door here, hallway. This is an extra bathroom, the utility bathroom. And then the two-car garage that they are working on finishing this week, which is why we can't come in the garage door. We have to come in the front door. Take a picture from the street so you can see the front door. They're starting the stonework on the there's the inside of the front door. Fireplace, naked as a jaybird. And the view out the front door. And now we're going to go out the front door. Alright, that is it for the yarny goodness part and update parts and all that fun stuff. And now we're ready to move on to a little what in tarnation. Loose python found behind refrigerator in a 29th floor New Jersey apartment. Animal rescuers in New Jersey are trying to find the owner of a piebald ball python found by a surprised resident who peeked behind their fridge. The Liberty Humane Society said the snake was found behind the refrigerator in a Jersey City resident's apartment. The snake, initially mistaken for albino corn snake, was taken to the Liberty Humane Society, where it was identified as a piebald ball python. The snake, dubbed Banana by rescuers, was found on the 29th floor of an apartment in the Newport district. This is a socialized domestic snake and is likely someone's escaped pet. If they cannot find the owner within 7 days, they will put it up for adoption. So if you're looking for a snake, there you go. 2 Britons dressed as ice cream break world record at Jersey Marathon. A pair of British friends donned ice cream costumes and crossed the finish line of the Jersey Marathon at the same time, becoming co-holders of a Guinness World Record. Alan Fall and Scott Welsh earned the Guinness World Record for fastest marathon dressed as a sweet food male. Apparently there is also a female position there. When they crossed the finish line together after 3 hours, 48 minutes, and 12 seconds. Fall, 32, secretly applied for the record as a surprise for Welsh, 30 years old, as a means of thanking him for helping with his recovery from an ACL injury. Scott and I were both thrilled when confirmation arrived that we'd obtained the record, and we hope it will stay in place for some time. It's something unique that we can both be proud of. Little raccoons, you have to watch them. They get into some pretty sticky situations, don't they? Minnesota officer removes jar from raccoon's head. A Minnesota police officer came to the rescue of a raccoon he spotted running around with a jar stuck over its head. The Oak Grove Police Department said in a Facebook post that the officer, whose name was not released for dignity's sake, was working the midnight shift when he was faced with a scavenging mammal of the weasel family and a jar stuck over its head. The officer engaged in a foot chase with the raccoon, which led to the officer traveling a quarter mile in steps within 10 square feet as the animal attempted to evade capture. The officer was eventually able to grab the raccoon and remove the jar. The raccoon did not report any injuries from the incident, and the officer did not display any external injuries, though internally it may be too soon, the post said. You know, you kind of have to wonder when the Park Service has to put this kind of notice out. But apparently they felt the need to do it. Never push a slower friend down in a bear encounter. The National Park Service offered some sage advice for park visitors who encounter bears. Never push a slower friend down. The NPS said on its official Twitter account that feeding another animal to a bear is never the answer. If you come across a bear, never push a slower friend down, even if you feel the friendship has run its course, the NPS tweeted. A reply to the tweet asked what a park visitor should do if they are the slower friend. To which NPS said, check in on the friendship before you head to the woods. Seeing a bear in the wild is a special treat for any visitor to a national park. While it is an exciting moment, it is important to remember that bears in national parks are wild and can be dangerous, officials wrote in a follow-up tweet. The NPS shared a link to its page of a bear encounter advice, which includes hiking in groups, picking up small children, and keeping food away from the animals. I'm not going hiking with any of you guys, because I'm that slower friend. Person hired to promote new Scream movie prompts 911 calls. A person dressed as a Ghostface killer from the Scream franchise prompted multiple 911 calls in California, but police said the person was hired to promote the latest installment in the franchise. The Sonoma Police Department said multiple 911 calls were placed Monday morning about a person standing on a street corner next to Sonoma Plaza while dressed in the iconic horror costume. This individual has been contacted and was hired by a company through Paramount to promote the new Scream movie, the department said in a Facebook post. Scream 6, the latest film in the series, releases March the 10th. I think it's 6th. Sonoma has a history with the franchise. Scenes for the original 1996 Scream movie were filmed across Sonoma County, including the area near Sonoma Square. And there you have it. What in tarnation? All right. 1 minute with God. Today's is, if you are aging, as we all are, own it. You are beautiful, and your wisdom is growing day by day. We do not lose heart, but though our outer man is decaying, yet our inner man is being renewed day by day. That comes from 2 Corinthians 4:16. And in the Amazing Grace devotional, we have another one. These are some of my favorite things. Cookie jar prayers. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. That comes from 2 Chronicles 7:14, the New International Version. So it is international. NIV. Yeah. Even young children understand cause and effect. If I am naughty, I get a timeout. If I say please, I get a cookie. Often we approach prayer with the same way. If I pray, he listens. But does he? We must humbly seek his face and turn from our sins so we can be forgiven and heard. What have you been praying about lately? Alright guys, that is it for today. I will see you again next week. I do not know if I have another shout out coming very soon or not, but I think I may. So you can look out for that. And yeah, I'll see you again next week. Everybody have a great week. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Get out there and see this big, beautiful world we live in. And try to be a blessing to someone. See you guys soon. Bye.